guys, Tristan here, back with another video. I love DDDs, and today we're going to be talking about DDD, my favorite deck of all time. Just got some new support. I've been playtesting like crazy. I'm going to show you guys some awesome replays. But first, let's talk about the cards. Oh my god, I cannot stop gushing about these new cards. The support is crazy. Before that though, of course you got Count Surveyor and Scale Surveyor. Count Surveyor, which looks like a xenomorph. Fucking love it. It's also got a great effect. You can send a DD from your hand to the grave to special it, and then if it's summoned, you can search any DD with 0 attack or defense. That's such a great effect. And then you got Scale Surveyor, which also has utility in the deck as a 1-of. I also love that it just looks like Frieza riding a protractor. For the newer stuff though, we got DD Lance Soldier, level 2 tuner that acts similar to a Lamia. It has really sick art. Honestly, I love the art for all the new cards. But basically, while it's in your grave, you can pop a contract you control to special it, and it gets banished when it leaves the field. It also has a level modulating effect. You can target a DD you control, and its level will increase up to the number of contracts in your grave or on your field. DDD Vent Soldier. This card's pretty sick. It does 3 different things. While it's on the field, you can special one of your scales. That's really great. It's basically a meteor burst for the deck, finally. And while it's on the field, you can banish a DD from your grave to make it so that your opponent can't activate any cards when you attack this turn with your DDs. It's pretty great. And while it's on the grave, you can banish it to add a DD pendulum from your graveyard or face-up extra deck to your hand. Pretty sick. And this is by far my favorite new card. DDD Demise King Zero Machinex. Oh, she's fine. She's a level 8 scale 0 pendulum monster. And in the scale, basically, she can place a contract from your deck directly on your field that's broken. The only thing that can attract to that is Ghost Ogre. And you can place Zero King, and you can use Zero King to pop her, because her monster effect is while she's face up in the extra deck, if a DDD or contract you control is destroyed by a card, you can special summon this card, and the non-target pop a card in the field. That's busted. I fucking love it. I love all of it. I love everything about this. Next is Clovis. My guy is man-spreading. He knows how fine he is. This card, when it's synchro summoned, you can target a banished DD monster and special summon it. That's really great. And if you have a contract in your grave, you can target one in your grave instead to special. Pretty sick, and has an effect when it's banished, gives all your DDDs piercing. I wonder what that's used for. Next is Solomon. It's a really good rank 4 for the deck, finally. Basically, it lets you detach one to search any DD card. That's pretty great, but it also has an effect when it's banished. You can target one DD control, and if it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, they take damage equal to that monster's attack. Next is a new link for the deck, finally. We have a Link 3, Sky Zeus Ragnarok. This card is kind of like a retrain of Ragnarok. Basically, what this guy lets you do is he lets you additional pen summon. All you gotta do is pop any DD or contract you control. Being able to pendulum summon twice with this deck is really fucking strong. I cannot stress that enough. It also has a negate. It negates a monster effect in the hand. So you can use this to negate Nib, and basically this makes the deck Nib proof. And with stuff like Zero King and Zero Machinex, this deck is now Nib proof and Droll proof. You're gonna see how crazy this gets. Next up is the new contract, Dark Contract with the Zero King. This card is good. It's basically a Zodiac Barrage for the deck. You can pop any other DD card you control and special summon a DD from your deck. And this card is treated as a DD, so you can search it off of Gryphon, you can search it off of Solomon. It's pretty great. Last but not least is the new big guy of the deck. This guy is insane. DDD Great Dimensional King Arc Crisis. Oh, that's a mouthful. This card is basically the Zark of the deck. When he's summoned, you can negate all face-up monster your opponent currently controls. And it can attack all monster your opponent controls once each. And it has 4,000 attack and 4,000 defense. And if it's destroyed, it gets set in the scales, and its scale effect is also fucking crazy. I can't. Anyways, I absolutely love these new cards. These new cards are so good for the deck. You're about to see, I'm gonna show you guys some amazing gameplay footage. Let's go.
Hey guys, it's Tristan here, and I'm back, and I'm sorry if I sound a bit different. That's because I'm sick. But basically, this is what the deck is looking like. The deck is a lot better in terms of one-ofs, in terms of bricks. There's now 12 starters and only 8 one-ofs in the main engine. So we got more room for non-engine, which is great, and it also helps us keep the deck down to a nice, crisp 40. I was thinking of potentially bumping it up to 41 in order to play 3 copies of Fuwalos, but I'm completely fine with the way it is right now. It's hella consistent. It is really consistent. I love it. So we got 3 Machinex, 3 Count Surveyor, only 1 Copernicus, because Copernicus is a one-of at the time. And you're going to want to play 3 Kepler because it is your normal. And you got 3 Gryphon. You got Swirl Slime, Necro Slime, because you don't need 3 Swirl Slime. You're only going through 2 of your fusions. It's better to play Swirl Slime and Necro Slime than to play Swamp King. So I've dropped Swamp King. Defense Soldier, Lance Soldier, 1 Orthros, 1 Scale Surveyor, and 1 Thomas. It's quite difficult to omit any of these from the list. I used to have Ragnarok in here, but I was able to validate removing it from the list. Ragnarok's not really important for your combos. But double Fuwalos, triple Ash, triple Droll, and triple Impulse and triple Imperm. Best hand traps in the game right now. Of course, 3 Gate and 2 Zero King. I was thinking of playing Zero King at 3 copies, but you don't really want to see it that often. You're typically going to place it off of Zero Machinex, so it's good to play it only at 2. For the extra deck, we got High King Genghis, we got regular Genghis, and of course we got the big guy, Crisis. I love this card, but we barely see it. It's a turn 3 card. You win games without it half the time. And then we got Siegfried, you got Clovis, and you got Bright Armageddon, because Bright Armageddon is incredibly easy to make thanks to Zero Machinex and Lance Soldier. And typically I make it to prevent me from being targeted. It's also really great against other Pendulum decks, because as soon as your opponent summons a monster and they're playing Pendulums, well, you can negate their monsters with its effect. It's quite great. You also got Caesar, of course, King Tell, and Solomon, as well as 2 Machinexes, and Dark Armageddon, because this is now playable thanks to the Zero Machinex, as well as your High King Genghis, and of course Sky Zeus Ragnarok and double Gilgamesh. The extra deck is very tight. If you wanted to tweak it and add something in, you could potentially justify removing Dark Armageddon or the Fusion even, because you're not going to summon the Fusion half the time. For the side deck, I just play Lancea for dealing with Malice, some other removal cards, as well as Thrust, the Field Spell, and the Continuous Trap, because they are still quite good in this deck. You're not going to need them all that often, but the fact that you can place this with Zero Machinex is pretty broken. Basically means that your opponent can't imperm you at all. So if you already have your combo pieces, you could side it in and then place it off of this, so your opponent can't imperm you. It's pretty strong. But anyway, guys, that is the deck for now. I'm going to be playing this deck big time when it comes out, and I might do an update video then to see what the deck's looking like and if it needs any tweaks. But thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.